guys, it's Tony here. Bitcoin, it is popping up in the short term. People are becoming more bullish as the fear and greed index is going up. And as you guys can see, Bitcoin is starting to look good in the short term again. People are already starting to think that we are done falling down and everything's starting to look again. But right now will be the ultimate test to see if the bulls are actually the bulls and they are actually long bulls that will stay no matter what. This will be the test that will shake out any of those FOMO people, and it might actually cause Bitcoin to fall down. I want to talk about this huge resistance area, these many resistance areas working together, and the huge test that it's about to happen to Bitcoin, the whole entire crypto market. I want to talk about all that and more in this video, so let's get into it. So look at this, Bitcoin. In the short term, it is pumping up. Like I said already, the crypto fear and greed index is going up, has been going up for the last 3 days because people are becoming more bullish, less fearful, more greedy, and Bitcoin is starting to go up in the short term. Not only Bitcoin, but Ethereum, S&P 500, everything else is right now going up. Now, as I showed with the other crypto markets, Bitcoin right now is tapping a huge resistance area, the daily EMA ribbon. Now, this daily EMA ribbon is very, very important. It's what keeps us dumping and pumping in a bull market. As you guys can see, this is not the weekly EMA ribbon, which is when we're in a bull market or bear market. This is the daily EMA ribbon, different. It's what shows us when we pump and dump, because that happens in a bull market, and it shows us when we pump and dump in a bull market. Like as you guys can see, when we were pumping up to 65,000, we kept acting the daily EMA ribbon, we kept using it as support, and we pumped up. We kept using it as support until we broke it. Then we used it as resistance and fell down. And that's the same thing that's happening right now. We're using it as resistance, and every single time we tap it, we get rejected. So right now is the question, will we break it or will we get rejected? Well, it depends if the bulls will have enough strength, because this is not an ordinary resistance level. This is the EMA ribbon, which shows us when we're going to dump or pump. So this is going to be a huge level. The problem is, this is not the only resistance level, because if this was the only resistance level and we had a lot of bullish things on our side, then Bitcoin could probably most likely break above it. But we have a bunch of huge resistance lines that I'm about to show you. Number one, we have the huge EMA ribbon, huge daily EMA ribbon, like I showed you already. Number two, we have a huge horizontal support, which is actually a psychological level also. It's the 39,500, or as you guys may call it, the $40,000 level. It's very close to $40,000, not just $500 away from $40,000. And this psychological level is also a huge resistance level that we kept acting as resistance for Bitcoin. As you guys can see, it kept falling down and confirming as support, like we did in September 20th and January 8th. And it kept us from falling down farther. And back then, when we were actually pumping up to 65,000, we also used it as support, and we did not break above it, and it actually caused Bitcoin to fall down to the EMA ribbon. Also the resistance right over here. But what I'm saying is that this is a huge resistance level. Also, it's psychological, meaning that when people come to it, they're going to become scared because, oh, we're at $40,000 right now. So this is why it's very bad, because Bitcoin's about to hit a huge resistance level and then the seemingly huge price target. And if we just start falling a little tiny bit, everybody's like, okay, we're getting rejected off the $40,000 level. Let's just book it. Let's just sell. And this is what's the scary part. This is not all. We can also turn on the whole entire moving averages. And as you guys can see on the daily time frame, we have the 20-day moving average showing us that this is also a huge resistance level because of that. That makes it a triple strike. This is a huge resistance level. But you can make a quadruple strike because there's also a trend resistance going like this. And every single time we pumped up, we got rejected off of it. That's what we're testing right now. So right now, we have a quadruple strike striking Bitcoin. The bulls are trying to fight their way through. But will this quadruple strike push them through? If they are strong bulls and are willing to take this little tiny rejection, because we might actually get rejected, then everything will be fine. But this is the thing. We have the illusion point. This is a $40,000 level. Everybody's super scared that we're going to get rejected because it's such a huge level. Number two, we have already the history point. People saw that Bitcoin has already got rejected before it started pumping and got rejected. So if we start falling right now, then everybody will become scared. We have the whole entire tactical point of these EMA ribbons and RSIs and huge resistance levels, and that might make Bitcoin dump even more. So what Bitcoin has to do is either pump up without stopping, or people keep holding and not selling. If one of those things happens, like Bitcoin stops and starts falling, that could cause a huge chain reaction and cause Bitcoin to dump. Now, you were saying that there was not that much bulls. Yes, there is bulls, but it's not that much in the daily time frame. The RSI, even though it's low, the stochastic RSI is high, showing that we could in fact get rejected because the stochastic RSI is showing the opposite of what we did. We did the same exact thing right over here when we got rejected, showing that we might actually get rejected off this level. The only bullish thing that I can see is actually on the weekly time frame RSI and stochastic RSI, showing that in the weekly time frame they're very low together, meaning that the market is oversold, meaning that we should pump up soon. But the RSI stochastic RSI was low when we were falling down from $65,000. As you guys can see, the stochastic RSI was very low with RSI for 2 months. And since they were so low for 2 months, we could pump up any for those 2 months. But we only started pumping up when the stochastic RSI and RSI started rising. So when we rise above this specific line right over here, 45, then Bitcoin will in fact start pumping. And that is the problem. The RSI stochastic RSI is not here yet. So the Bitcoin bulls are not ready for what's about to happen. There's a huge psychological level. Everybody's going to become scared. The RSI stochastic RSI are not here yet. We have a very good chance of getting rejected and falling down. If we break through this will be amazing. But we have a huge resistance line, huge resistance levels about to happen. If we start falling right now, this is why we start falling, because the market's not ready yet. If we do break through, that will be amazing. That will cause Bitcoin to go up. So whatever Bitcoin does right now, we will have to see. And if you are the strong bulls, then that is amazing. And if the whole entire market is the strong bulls, then we will in fact see a pump up. But the market's not ready yet. So guys, watch if we break above this resistance line or we get rejected, because this will show if Bitcoin keeps falling down or pumping up. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you leave a like down below, subscribe. If you haven't already, don't forget to click that post notification bell. See you guys next video. Bye!